So good evening, guys. Welcome to our newest live stream. Today we have here a lot of races in Arizona. Polls are closing in just under 3 minutes, and this is so important because, as you know, Arizona is one of the swing states of the country, and not only because of that, but also because of the importance of the races between Democratic Socialists and Democratic incumbents. This is a theme right now in the United States. Democratic Socialists trying to defy incumbents, trying to defy the Democratic leadership. And today we have here a lot of races in that type. We have like 2 or 3 races, especially in congressional races in Arizona. So we'll start tracking the results in just under 2 minutes now. Actually, for me it's 2:58 a.m. It's close to 10 p.m. Eastern time, so a bit late for what we usual, because as you know, Arizona is the polls are closing just right now at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's right now 9:58 in the East Coast, so we're still waiting for votes. And as you know, Arizona has early vote, massive, and also it has election day vote. People usually vote by mail, even Republicans, because Republicans won turnout-wise the early vote, the mail-in vote. But it is expected because we have much more competitive primaries in the Republican side than in the Democratic side, especially because they don't have the top ballot. Top ballot, the governor race, only in the Republican side. Democratic side is, uncontested, as many of the Democratic races. I mean, if you go here, again, Secretary of State, Adrian Fuentes, it is uncontested as well. Attorney General Chris Mays, uncontested as well. So a lot of races in the Democratic side are uncontested. Also Treasurer uncontested. So this means we have less competitiveness in the Democratic side. That's why they had less turnout, even though it was very competitive, at least from what it was in my perspective. I can show you exactly what I mean. Wait a minute here. So guys, props to this website, Self Analytics, fantastic website. And as you can see here, Republicans led in turnout 46%. This doesn't include election day votes. So the difference right now, the 2.7 points advantage, probably will be higher than 5 points when we have the election day vote. The election day vote will be massive for the Republicans. That is always the case in the state of Arizona. For example, when you're talking about Maricopa County, which is a county that voted for Trump like 4 or 5 points, when it comes to the election day vote, it voted like 25, 30 points. It is so massive for Republican, because the Democrats that usually vote, they usually come in the early mail-in vote. As you can see here, in terms of the precincts, you can see the precinct results. It is so impressive. I mean, in the Maricopa County, the city of Phoenix, it's the largest county by far in the state of Arizona. They also have Tucson and Flagstaff. Those are the 3 main big cities. You have also Yuma at some point. Now polls have closed, and first results are expected after 11 p.m., so in just under an hour. But sometimes we have early results before that, and especially the early votes. So we as you can see here, this is the official Arizona website. We have lots of precincts. As you can see here, we have like, I don't know, maybe like 1.7k. I think it's 1.7k. And if you view more, and if you go through vote type, we have the polling place, which is the election day vote that we should expect to come in heavily Republican, even though this is not the general election. But in terms of turnout, the Democratic primary will probably get decided in the early vote. Only if it is very close, maybe the election vote will also decide. And we expect the Democratic Socialists to do much better in the early vote. It tends to be more youth people voting early. Also, they tend to vote more progressive. The polling place, the election vote should be more establishment, if you will. Also, the election vote should be more MAGA, if you will, in the Republican side. Provisional ballots, that probably won't change anything because this is not supposed to be that competitive. But we're waiting here for the first votes. Maybe will come before the top of the hour. So like at 11 p.m. Eastern. Even though sometimes Arizona takes a while, polls close, and we still have to wait like 30, 40 minutes for results. But I think we're in a good position to get it before. So yeah, right now we have like 4 people there, and we should expect the results. At least I should expect the results faster than 11 p.m. as the New York Times said. We do have a lot of projections, as you can see here, in the Democratic side because of all the uncontested races, and also the Republican side. So we have not a lot of races to be contested. We only have the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, and also the Democratic side, the 5th, the 1st, and also the 8th. The first one is so important because, as you know, Democratic Socialist here and also you have Marlene Galan Woods here, the more establishment that is backed by most of the House Democrats. So as you know, this is Maricopa County basically, and it should be competitive in a general election. I can tell you. Let me just open here results in 2024, so maybe I can show you what I mean. As you can see here in district maps, because I think I mean, nobody likes hexagons, even though sometimes people like that. I don't really do. It's better to see it geographically. And this is the first district here. It's so competitive, as you can see there. And you vote Republican by 4 points. So in a Democratic +5+ year, we should expect this district to fall. Even though sometimes you have shifts in some parts of the country, and sometimes you don't have shifts here. Even California already has a Democratic governor, and also Democratic Attorney General, Democratic Secretary of State. So maybe there's not a lot of enthusiasm to flip that, because it's not actually going to flip. In my opinion, I mean, Arizona, the governor is a very safe governor for the Democrats. And also you have the 8th in a very big blue wave, as I said multiple times. The 5th, that's very unlikely to flip. Andy Biggs right now, even though it's an open seat, because Andy Biggs now is running for governor in the Republican primary, probably expected to win the primary by such an overwhelmingly margin. So we should expect to project that as soon as we have the first results. And also you have the 2nd, which is also very competitive, 8 points. We should expect this one to actually, I mean, I would say this will flip. I mean, the first district, but the 2nd will be a test whether the Democrats can actually overperform what most people think. I mean, even though the majority is so small, 5 seats, the normal, so the median House seats lost by the incumbent party since Reagan is like 30. So this should be a very easy task for the Democrats. But actually, when we look at 2022, that was also an easy task for Republicans. They only won 10 new seats. So that actually was a very big underperformance from what the poll said. Kevin McCarthy there back then said, like, I mean, we want to win like 50 seats. Then he said 30 seats, and it was only 10. So, you know, sometimes the House races are becoming much more competitive right now, which could be a sense of a more politically divided country. And even if you don't agree with what Trump is doing right now, and you're still Republican, probably will still vote for Republican. And that, I mean, it's just part of something. I mean, some people say that like the right track in the poll is like 70-30, but it doesn't mean that only 30% of people will vote Republican, because even though like that happened with Kamala in 2024, Kamala didn't get 30%, because even though that some people may say like the country is in bad shape, we don't like the current climate, they will still vote Democrat or Republican anyways, because they still believe the other side is even worse. And I mean, as you know here, I'm looking, the 9th will never flip, because this is a very, I mean, 30-point shift is not going to happen. But the 6th is also very competitive, so we should expect this one and that one to flip, the 1st and the 6th. And if the Democrats are having a really good night, they probably should expect to flip also the 8th. I don't think that the 5th is possible. I mean, even though it's an open seat right now. But as you can see here, maybe we can open here the 5th, 21 points. It's not very likely to flip. It has what, Maricopa County and Pinal, but Pinal is very Republican. Even though Maricopa is quite competitive, actually 18 points. I thought this was more competitive, but yeah, as you can see here, Maricopa is the biggest part of the district, and it should be the biggest part in Arizona, as you know. Arizona is so big in terms of how Phoenix can decide things. As you can see here, look, this is what Arizona said it in 2024. Look, even though if we go here from, I don't know if we can add the size of population, you can see here. So we got 3.3 million votes, and 2 million came from Maricopa County. And that is something. Also, Pima County, which is the city of Tucson. And if you add Maricopa and Pima, that's 2.5 out of 3.3, and not only 800,000 in the rest of the state. Now we have 5 people there. Thank you so much, guys. I don't know, you know what you have to do. You basically subscribe to the channel if you're new. Now 6 people, and I'm not expecting really too much out of this, because I mean it's my first live stream in a while. We didn't get elections, but we're going to have a very great year this year, because we have elections not only in the US, also in Israel, also in Brazil, also in many important countries, not counties, in the European Union. So we should expect a lot of elections coming in the next few weeks. Only the first will be the flip sticks. One flip. We'll see. I mean, Well, of course, we can't guarantee anything. I'm not saying the six will flip. I'm just saying it's likely for that. Even though, yeah, it might. I mean, let me just open that seat. Where is that? Six is maybe here. No, where's the Arizona six? Maybe it's here in the toss-ups. Okay, it's here. Sorry. Okay, so we have Pima County, Tucson. So turnout needs to be high in that part of the city of Tucson. And then you have, I mean, you have very Republican communities like 65, yeah, 30 plus points, and even 40 in Graham County. So turnout needs to be very high in Pima because it's the largest part of the district. It's like what, 75% of the district, and it should be very democratic. Maybe more than 6 points. I mean, I think it can flip, to be honest. 2.5 points, not even 3 points. It's 2.5. It's not impossible. I mean, you can tell me that, I mean, 2.5 point shift is probably easy for the Democrats to get. And I'm not saying it needs to be a shift. Turnout just needs to be higher in Pima County, which can be expected, to be honest. Because, I mean, we can, for example, look at the primaries, even though right now we have much more competitive primaries on the Republican side. So this is, the Democrats will probably underperform. The turnout right now in Pima, let me just calculate how much you represent from the state. So it's 125,000 out of, so it's basically 16%. And here it represented how much? Maybe just to compare how big Pima is in terms of the turnout. It was in 2024 and was in the primaries right now. So basically we got the largest share. We got 16% in the primary of 16% of the vote in Arizona was from Pima in the primary, and we got 15% in 2024. So turnout is already turnout share of Pima is already bigger than in 2026, but though Democrats have a less competitive primary. So I mean, this doesn't mean it to be indicative of anything. It just means that it could happen. I mean, John Cuscomani generally polls well in Arizona. Recent polls have not been well for the Dems, both in Arizona and nationally. I mean, but they don't need a lot of a big shift. That's what I'm saying. 2.5 points not big. I mean, if the Republicans won the generic ballot last year, 2 years ago, by like what, 3 points, and right now if the Democrats are winning by 3-4, which is not a very big win, that's a D+7 shift. And we're not even talking about a big win for the Democrats. We got some polls mentioning a much bigger blue wave. I mean, depending on how we want to define it, for the Democrats. I mean, but we'll have to wait. There's nothing we can tell right now, apart from the fact that it maybe the Democrats will not perform like they wanted. I can tell that might be true because, you know, right now it's much harder to get a big majority, and it should be like that, at least right now for the time being, because, you know, politically divided country, it's much difficult to turn out voters, to flip voters, and they will still keep voting Republican, and they still keep voting Democrat. Doesn't matter what happens, you know. Now we have like what, 10:10 p.m. 10:10. It's nice. So it's the 10 past 10 p.m. already. So yeah, maybe in the next half an hour or so to get votes. And yeah, we'll have to wait. There's nothing we can do right now. But yeah, next week we'll have primaries in another state, and then I'm trying to get what state he is, to be honest. Okay, it's the right now it's in South Dakota. I'm just confirming. And also next week we'll have the by-election, or for those that are in the UK, but for special election in the United Kingdom for the Greater Manchester mayoral election, that now Andy Burnham, the new Prime Minister, that was like this, he started yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, we'll have a new election to replace him in his former mayoral positions. Now we have 7 people there watching. It's fantastic. Then in August we have a lot of primaries. We have Kansas, Michigan, Missouri, and Washington on August 4th, and then on August 6th we have Tennessee, on August 8th we have Hawaii, in August 11th we have Connecticut, Minnesota, Vermont, and Wisconsin. On August 18th we have Alaska, Florida, and Wyoming, and in Oklahoma will be on August 25th. And also in September we have Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Delaware. Of course, then after September we have a lot of videos, you know, because it's so important for the midterms to actually analyze early voting. Early voting can define a lot because Democrats need to get their votes there. And if they don't, it might be the case for the Republicans to do better. I mean, we saw that in 2024. Early voting was worse for the Democrats, and when you compare like to 2022, because, I mean, we can't really compare to 2020, as you know, because of obvious reasons. Early voting was very different back then. For example, Pennsylvania got a lot of early voting in 2020. Democrats won like almost 80% of it. and that's why Biden was able to come back from that. He was down like what 700,000 in during election night in Pennsylvania. It was something like that. So we should not expect to be like 2020. We should expect like to be 2024. So, I mean, Kamala started big in 2024 with 70%. So Democrats should start big in Pennsylvania. Then, as the election vote comes in, the margin will narrow, and they probably will still be like very competitive. At least I suspect that will happen. So, yeah, I mean, nothing new. Nothing new. We're still waiting for votes there. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Any bigs will win here. We'll see how big the margin will be. That's really the question, because we don't expect this to be competitive. And yeah, I saw some polls saying 60%, some even a larger margin than that. Guys, don't forget to leave a like in the live stream. We have 3 likes. Let's go to 5. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe as well. It's so important. We're at 703 subscribers in the last days. Last weeks, I would say that they're not that great, I would say, in comparison to what the channel got before. But yeah, a lot of people are on holidays, so we should expect less volume, also less interest in elections overall. I don't know why Arizona had their primaries right now. I mean, we're supposed to already be actually, or in August. I think it was in August. Let me try. Yeah, it was on 4th August actually. The Arizona had to have their primaries. They actually pushed to July. I don't really know why, but it was it was what happened. And now we have not a lot of people interest, because yeah, people are on holidays basically. At least here in Portugal. I don't know how it is there in the US, but maybe it's the same thing. But yeah, I'll still be here today, also next Tuesday, and also next Thursday. You know, in South Dakota, even though it doesn't seem to be a very big state, it is not a big state, but it will have a very competitive governor runoff, you know. The incumbent governor against a more MAGA type governor. So we'll see. We'll see if the incumbent governor can actually lose the primary, because he was nominated after Chris Noam was in the Trump administration, of course. Somebody had to be governor, and now probably he's going to lose the primary there. We'll see. I have 7 people again watching. It's fantastic, guys. And yeah, maybe I can release I can do a post there in the community tab just showing the next live streams. But on July I'll have those 3. So I mean, today, next Tuesday, and next Thursday. You know, Thursday, because in the UK elections are on Thursday, not on Tuesday. And then August every week, because we'll have elections in basically every week for every US primary that you can imagine. A lot of big states. You know, Michigan is still a very open primary. Also, when it comes to a Florida governor, especially on the Republican side, to see who's going to win the Florida gubernatorial, because as you know, Florida is ultimately a Republican state, so we should expect the Republican candidate to do much better and actually to win that. At least that's my expectation there. And in terms of international elections, because now we're covering those as well, we have a lot of competitive races. Let me just here trying to find it, because I do have a post here that I found about the elections that we'll still have. Actually, today we got a decision regarding to Brazil, because they already have the people that can vote in 2026 for the election there, for the presidential election. Actually, it's a general election, because you have a lot of from the House to Senate to presidency, and actually the municipalities. I mean, if you want, it's not counties, so I mean there are municipalities that grew the more they voted for Bolsonaro in 2022, and the ones that got the less number of votes. I mean, for example, São Paulo was 180,000 votes down in terms of people that can vote from in comparison to 2022, and actually Lula was able to win there by 6 or 7 points. And Fortaleza as well, Lula was able to win there by 17 points or so. So, I mean, and most of the communities or counties or municipalities, whatever you want to say, that are more pro Lula, they actually got less votes right now, and because they have less people there voting. At least in terms of turnout, this can really make up the difference, because as you know, less people, less potential turnout, less potential margin, you know, a lot of stuff. And as you can see here, let me just say all the elections we have today, this year, I'm sorry, September 13th, we have the elections in Sweden, as you know, for the general election, basically. And then we have October 4th, Brazilian presidential, and also legislative, a lot of governor races, a lot of stuff, because Brazil is similar to the US in terms of how they organize elections. They have they don't have a midterm, but Argentina has a midterm, but they have a very similar system. I mean, they have the presidential, the governor races, the Senate, the House, the referendums, all in the same year. And also, very interesting fact: Brazil has mayoral elections all in the same year. It's like in 2026 we got presidential, we'll have presidential. In 2028 we'll have mayoral elections. So it's different from the US in that sense, because you don't have a unique here in the US that we have mayoral elections. It's usually up for the counties to decide. Now I have 8 people there. Fantastic, guys. Let's go to 5. Don't forget to leave a like, it's very important. And also then we have Israeli elections on October 27th. And then on November 3rd, what we'll have, US midterms. And of course, on November 7th, we'll have New Zealand's general election. So a lot of interesting races. And next year, we'll have France presidential election. So, Marine Le Pen, and we'll see if whether will be a left-wing candidate or a centrist like Macron's party, even though Macron can be the candidate again. Now, it's 10:18, 3:18 for me already, and we should expect this to take 20 minutes or so, and I'll do a quick break right now of around 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be back very, very soon, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave your like, and don't forget to show your support. I want to just start maybe I can ask you directly. Do you want me to do? I will do the coverage for Brazilian elections because I think it's so important nationwide to actually not only nationwide but also worldwide to get insight in Brazil's election, because it's so important. Right now we have a more pro-left president, which is President Lula, but not very pro USA, I would say. But whether we'll have Bolsonaro, which is much more pro USA, or Lula, we don't know. Actually, it's very competitive. But that can be important, not only for, Brazil has oil, so a lot of importance in terms of the oils market, also in terms of geopolitical reasons. So do you think we should have not only the coverage during the election night, but also videos about Brazil? I really want your opinion. Maybe I will start a poll here just about that, because that can be important. Brazil is a very important country. It's one of the largest democracies in the world. It has we should expect in Brazil 150 million votes. It's similar to the US in that regard, because in the US we got we got the same votes. We got 200 million, not even 200 million. I think Kamala got 75 and Trump got 78 or so. I think it was close to 160 or 170 there. And maybe I will start the poll there. And maybe you can tell yes or no in the poll. And we're still waiting here for votes. It's taking a bit of time. Arizona usually not the best states in terms of counting votes. They usually take always a big time because but they have the votes tabulated. You just need to release them. As here we're still at the 0. This is Maricopa County website, as and official results. Okay, this is not. Let me just update this thing. Maybe we got some, maybe we didn't, I'm sorry. 11 a.m., so we're still waiting. 2.5 million votes that people can vote in Maricopa County alone. And, of course, here we have the Pima County website, but they don't have anything, to be honest. They don't have even the links to get the election. And here, this is the official Arizona website, and we're still at 0. And we should expect actually to get the early voting, just in the huge batch. The early voting up to Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Then in the next days, we'll get the early voting of Saturday, of Sunday, and also of Monday. And then we'll probably get the provisional ballots, but that is not very significant. And, that's it. Now, yes, we have one vote, and one vote saying yes. Guys, don't forget to leave a like. We're still at 3. Now, let's go to 5. And maybe I can open here. Where is that? I'm just trying here to find, actually. And when it comes to the midterms, I mentioned in the community tab that whether you wanted a paid version of actually early updates, like very regular updates of analysis in terms of the early voting, in terms of the trends. And I'm just asking that to be paid because it's really a lot of work. I mean, to analyze the early voting, to analyze trends, to analyze counties, to analyze every single state, but we still have videos. I mean, even if that option happens to exist, because I'm not really sure about that, I'm still trying to to reflect a bit about that, to be honest. Maybe this year will be free, and maybe in the next 2 years when it comes to the presidential election 2028, maybe that'll be paid. I'm not really sure about that right now, but maybe I'm just saying maybe, because as you know, the channel is still very small. We only got 700 people there, and maybe I want to reach 1,000 by releasing this information for free, basically. Of course, it will not be. You can join our community on Discord, because that will be the main source of information when it comes to the midterms in terms of the early voting. Because I'll do some channels there with with the early voting, like Arizona. If you want to know about Arizona, if you want to know about Florida, if you want to know about Texas, you can check those chats, because it has information like on an hourly basis, on daily basis. You can, if you want to know like what's happening in Arizona, you can go there just to. And right now I'm thinking about it having for free, because it's the first time we're doing this. It'll be a huge election, and it's just for the first time while doing this. So, I mean, maybe it was better to, for me actually, because it's a lot of work, but I don't really care. I'll do my best, as you know. And you can join our community on Discord. Right now we have only 3 people there. Let's go to 10 right now today, because that will be so important when it comes to the midterms. We'll have all the information there, not only when it happens to the early voting, also to the analysis of the election day, but during the election day. But right now I'm thinking about having a live stream during election day. So we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Right now I'm doing a break of around 7 minutes or so until 10:30, and I'll be back very soon. So guys, I'm back now, and yeah, we're now at 10:40 right now, so we should expect the results to be coming pretty soon. You know, they said first results would come after 11 p.m. and right now seems that they're correct actually. So if that's correct, in 20 minutes we'll have the first votes. Maybe I'll open here the governor tab because this will be important actually to check how big the lead will be for Andy Biggs and also the House races. As in, I'll open here the first and also the fifth. You know, these are the ones, as you can see here. The first one is Maricopa County, and the fifth one, as I said before, is Maricopa and Pinal, but Maricopa is the biggest portion of the district. And also we have here, I mean, as you know, we'll open here a school superintendent. It's not because I really care about this race. I don't care. It's just because I want to know the turnout. I want to know turnout, and I want to compare the Democratic turnout here and the Republican turnout there. Even though, I mean, it shouldn't not be comparable because even, I mean, for example, here we have an incumbent, probably will get the huge percentage here, and it's school superintendent. So, I mean, nobody cares about this. I mean, I'm not saying nobody cares. I'm saying nobody cares, federally speaking, for that race specifically. So, yeah, we'll have to wait for that. But guys, yeah, don't forget to join the Discord there. It's so important that you join that. Otherwise, you may miss some information. I'm also thinking about the Substack. I'm still trying to wonder which option is the best. But right now, not only for this thing for the midterms, but also for as to be a community, I think it's much better the Discord than any other platform, to be honest. And yeah, we have now 5 likes. Thank you guys. Yeah, don't forget to go to now. Yeah, let's go to 10 likes. Let's go to also to 704 subscribers or 705. I think we can do that. Only 2 new subscribers tonight, and they're still waiting for votes. So that's why I think we'll get more people as soon as we have votes. Right now, we're still waiting for that. It really sucks. I mean, it really sucks, but there's nothing we can do. Right now, we only have the option of waiting because we have to wait. Now we have 19 minutes away till we have the first votes. At least we should expect the first votes. As you can see here as well, these are stealth analysis. You can see here, as of 6 p.m., approximately 76,000 voters have checked in Maricopa County alone. So this is not so bad. I mean, I would say this is good. 76,000. I thought it would be less. I thought it would be 65 or so. And as you can see here, the majority of Maricopa County tonight is Republican, or today, but right now tonight actually. As you can see here, the partisan split 52-48. Very competitive. It's not very big lead. The R+4 in Maricopa County, I'm sorry, not Maricopa County, the independent split, this is not so great. In terms of having a much more competitive primary in the Republican side, how can this be so competitive? How can Democrats be doing so well? And I mean, probably they're losing by, I would say, like 38 points, and probably saying, oh, that's really bad. That's not bad. I mean, that's not bad considering Maricopa. This is an election day. The Republicans are leading by 38 points, but this should be even better. And Maricopa County Democrats are doing so well in Maricopa County right now, considering my expectations. And that's also a very important thing. The independents are basically evenly split, which is not great because this is election day vote. That means that the independents could be voting D+10, and I'm not even joking. This could be the truth in Arizona. They could be doing D+10 independents, and independents only are what will decide the election, especially competitive ones. And yeah, I mean, we'll see about that. We'll see about that as well. And as you can see here, this is the turnout by precinct in Maricopa County, as you know. And this is so interesting because here you have the more city parts of Maricopa are much more Democratic and the other parts are much more Republican, the suburbs. So yeah, we'll see about that. Also in Arizona, please follow me on Twitter, João Moreira, João Moreira _28. Very interesting thing here. And as you can see here, also about Florida. We have 124,000 votes in Florida. Democrats are leading right now in terms of turnout, but that doesn't mean it's going to be like that. It's just the mail-in vote, so we should expect this to change over the days. And also, Republicans have more competitive primaries in Arizona than the Democrats, so it's not expected for that to stay. Now I have 6 likes, guys. Thank you so much. And also a very important thing here, in terms of the counties, as you can see here, Miami-Dade right now, 24,000. It's the largest county in Florida. It's also the largest in terms of votes right now. In 40, it's a D+10 or D+11, if you will. Palm Beach right now going very well, and as you can see here, Broward is very small right now. We're still waiting for a lot of votes in Broward right now. It's D+40, And yeah, Broward is like second largest county. Right now, it's not even getting 3,000 votes. It's less than Leon County, which is Tallahassee, capital of the state, and Collier and Volusia. So we should expect this actually to Broward to come in much faster. And we should expect today to reach 160,000. And Florida, we should expect like 4 or 5 million votes in terms of the primaries. So we should expect a lot there. So now we're at 1044. Still waiting for votes there. And we should expect to get the votes in the next few minutes. Now I have 4 people there. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's so important that you do that because we'll have a lot of content in the next few days. And let's go to 705 tonight. I think we can do that, only 2 away. And the goal was 1,000 before the midterms. I think we can do that, to be honest. I think we can do that with a bit of hope. I think we can reach that. And that's it. And I'm just here sharing on Twitter. And I'm live right now for the Arizona results because I think they're coming pretty fast in the next few minutes. And let me just check here something. Also, we got early voting in Virginia. Maybe I can open here if I can find it. Actually, I'm not finding. Maybe I can do like something like that. Wait a minute, because we're having primaries in Virginia as well. Right now you have 55,000 Democrats and 32,000 Republicans. But this can be misleading. Even though the Democrats are leading overwhelmingly, there's many places here the Democrats don't even have primaries, like the 11th, the 10th, the 7th, and the 3rd. And this is one of the largest communities for the Democrats. And they're still leading. For example, here, this is supposed to be the 5th, should be a Republican district. And if you go here, we got like 10,000 early votes, and here we got like 4,000. So the Democrats are doubling the vote in the 5th district, which is a Republican district. I can show you exactly what I mean. Or maybe I can go here, House, and I'm just here talking about other topics. Otherwise, we won't have anything to do until the election. So look at this, it's 16 points, and right now the Democrats are leading. Of course, that's mail-in vote. And also early in-person voting, but still, that shouldn't be the case, to be honest. And the districts that we don't have primaries on the Democratic side are the 7th, the 10th, the 11th, and also the 3rd. So this is very interesting. The 10th, it was as competitive as the 7th, even though the 10th is much more democratic because it has a lot, and it's very interesting. And yeah, we should expect the Democrats in a very great year to only flip the 2nd, to be honest. I don't think it's possible to flip any other seat. Maybe the 1st in a very great year. And that's why it's so important to analyze the early voting. The early voting can tell us a lot. We saw in 2024 Trump doing much better in the early voting when you compare to 2022. So that's why at least I was expecting Trump to win. And of course, Trump ultimately won in 2020. Now we have 7 guys, 6 concurrent viewers and 7 likes. I'm sorry for the joke, but yeah. I said this very interesting joke here, but it's so fantastic. The fact is, we're waiting here for votes, guys, and this takes a while. Now we have 7 people, actually, 7. And let's go to 10 likes, let's go to 10 people at the same time, let's go to 15, 20 likes, and let's go to subscribe to the channel as well, because it's so important. We're still at 703, that's not so great. I think we can do much better than that. And yeah, let's go. We have 74 views in this live stream. That's not so bad, actually. And now, yeah, we're still waiting for votes now, guys. Maybe in the next 10 minutes, maybe in the next 10 minutes. If that happens, maybe that's my goal at least here, to get votes. And when we have votes, that will be very quick, as you know. Arizona is a state that counts it very quickly because they have all the votes tabulated. It's not really very hard, I would say. But yeah. That's the way it is right now. Let me just here do something, actually. So today's 21st, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly. Today is 21st. For me, it's already 22nd of July because I'm already 4 a.m. for me, but it doesn't matter, to be honest. But what is so fantastic here, I would say, is that, I mean, I'm here, I basically was sleeping from 10 p.m. for me until 3 a.m. So I slept for about 5 hours. It was not so bad, actually. It looks better than it does, to be honest. But yeah, now yeah, 10:49. Also for you, it's a bit late, also close to 11 p.m. Eastern. I suspect most of the people here are from California or from Arizona. so it's 3 hours less. It's 7:49 actually. But yeah, I mean in California it could be like 6:49. No, I think it's the same time zone as in Arizona in California. I don't think Arizona has splits in terms of the time zones, to be honest, as well. Yeah, 5 people there watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will say it again. It's so important, guys. Don't forget to press the button. It's so important. Don't forget also to join our community on Discord. You have a link there because it's so important as well for the midterms. Now I have 8 likes. That's fantastic. Let's go. And yeah, I'm just here wondering about something. And yeah, 10 minutes now. It's officially 10:50, so maybe 10 minutes more until we have actually the votes there coming. Maybe, or maybe not. Yeah, I think we can get the votes there. Yeah, 7. Now we have 8 people at the same time. 9 line likes. That's so amazing. And let's go. We're still waiting. There's nothing I can tell right now. There's nothing I can say. I'm just here waiting for the votes. We have very competitive races. Governor, not very competitive, just to know the margin. The 5th district in Arizona. Also, we have the legislative districts, which are important as well. I don't know if they have it here a map for that or so. Yeah, they have here the state legislature. It's going to be important. In terms of turnout, in terms of turnout, the largest in terms of turnout was the 28th? The 28th. And this is very competitive, as you can see here. It was D plus, R plus 24 actually. But in terms of in the year was R plus 30, R plus 5. This can be competitive, as you can see here. This is by precinct. In terms of the margin, yeah, more or less. They actually have a lot of Democratic precincts. And as you can see here, let me go to votes, which is the Decision Desk app. Let me just sign in here. Wait a minute. Let me just sign in with my email account, and I think it's good to go now. Okay, I'm back. And this is a fantastic website as well. As you can see here, Trump's approval rating, just so we got here the poll. I mean, it's not very bad. I mean, 41% is not bad. I mean, people would say it's bad, but it's not so bad. It could be worse. I have 10 people there watching. It's fantastic, guys. Let's go. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like if you're new as well. And that's very important, guys. I will say it again. And let's go to 10 likes as well. The thing I was talking about President Trump approval rating is that 41% is not bad. I mean, it's not bad at all. Biden got like, 37 by the midterms, so to get 41 is not bad. I mean, and Biden did reasonably well in the midterms. So the fact that people are saying that this is bad, this is not bad at all. And it looks like it was at 39 or at 38 actually, and if this happened, it is not so great. It was the same of Biden's, but if you go here, the approval rating is climbing a bit. Actually, it's been steady since February. So I mean, this is not so bad. I mean, people would say it's bad. It's not bad. Here, let me check here. Decision Desk's odds. So Democrats are narrowly favored to win the House. 225. I projected 210. I said 210. I'm sorry, 220. 220 in my prediction. I said 220 Democrats and 215 Republicans. So the opposite of what's happening right now. Democrats would pick up 10 seats. That's my prediction, at least in the last video. And Senate, I would say 50-50, and they have 50-50. So very interesting. They have 50-50 as well. In terms of the, let me just go here. In terms of the Senate. So they have a lot going for Democrats. I also have that. Republicans winning in Maine. I also have that. Ohio going for Republicans. I don't have that actually. But they have Iowa and Texas going for Republicans, which makes sense. And yeah, I mean, the odds in Florida are so low. How can Democrats be only 76% a chance of winning in Georgia? I think they will probably get much larger than this. I think John Ossoff will probably win by 10. And I said that on Twitter, and some MAGA account said that I was dreaming. I mean, I don't dream about anything. I don't care if John Ossoff wins or not. That's just my prediction. I mean, I don't support any candidate, as you know. And I mean, I think John Ossoff will probably get higher than this. I can be wrong. I mean, everybody can be wrong. But yeah, I'm not really sure about that. And yeah, fundamentals. Yeah, some polls here. I mean, 4 points here. 13. I mean, 13. I think that's not very realistic. I think it'll be 10 or so. So Arizona primaries have Arizona governor. We're still waiting for votes here. Remaining. Yeah, they could have the number of votes remaining, but okay. And in terms of the legislative, they have here something. Yeah, actually, they don't. They only have the House races. They don't have the legislative races, which is it sucks a bit, to be honest. I thought they would have that, because Decision Desk sometimes it's better in that aspect. me just close this one out. And yeah, right now we have what, 8 people there. Guys, don't forget to leave a like there. It's so important. And we're now only a couple of minutes away, 6 minutes away until we have the first votes. Don't forget to check out my video about the Senate. We got a video like, I know, a week ago, and also about the main Senate. The 2 separate videos, very important videos actually. You can check that out in the channel. And also, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to join our Discord. You have the link there. It's so important that you join that. Otherwise, you'll miss very substantial information in the midterms. And it's completely free. You don't need to pay anything. And I'm not really sure if I will ask you anything, at least this election cycle. I could miss a lot of money, but I prefer to win subscribers right now, much so than the money right now. And at least that's my expectation, and that's also my hope. I don't really care about the money right now. I prefer to get more subscribers right now, and actually to come to the 2028 presidential with like 5 or 6 or 7,000 subscribers and do much better, and then at that time actually make a paid version of that info, because that really takes a lot of time. But right now I'm listening. In my opinion, I think it's better to do that for free, at least this election cycle. So you should expect, and you should just say thank you, because it's really a lot of work that will be done. I mean, you know, from September all the way to November, every day we'll have a lot of states reporting their turnout for early voting and all of the analyses, all of the numbers. And yeah, we'll do that models as well of seeing who's better, which counties are turning out faster, if that's matching our prediction, if that's matching what was expected by both parties. So a lot of information there being analyzed. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. We'll need 4 minutes now. And yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's so important. We still have 703. Let's go. At least 1 subscriber. I think I'm not asking that much, to be honest. We have 6 people watching. If from those 6, 7 subscribe, yeah, I can do that. But if from those 6 to subscribe, we can reach 705. So let's go. I'm just here. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so now, yeah, 4 minutes. I'll just bring more water here, and I'll be back soon. Like what, 2 minutes? Not even 2 minutes. So guys, I'm back again, and yeah, only now 3 minutes until we have votes. Fantastic. And we should expect the votes to come pretty fast, you know, early voting. Also, Secretary of State seems to be competitive on the Republican side, Alexandra Colden and Gina Swoboda. And I don't really, actually, we can read here the New York Times, because I'm not really focused on this race, to be honest. Nobody cares about the Secretary of State, but I think Adrian Fontes is actually going to win here, because I mean, this is supposed to be it's a Democratic incumbent and a Democratic year, so should expect. I mean, if the top ballot governor race will go for the Democrats, down ballot should be helped by that. It's Republican primary deputy state of Gina Swab, the party's former chairwoman, so and Alexander far right. So maybe it's okay. It's a MAGA candidate, basically Alexander Colden, and Gina Swoboda is basically the establishment. So of course, Gina Swoboda will do much better in the early votes, and then when it comes to the election day vote, probably Alexander Colden will win that portion. That's also a very interesting thing to watch. You know, it's usually a very interesting thing to watch. And we're basically 2 minutes now, actually a minute now, until we have the first votes in Arizona. I don't know why it takes so long, to be honest. It still always takes so long to get votes. It's Arizona, it's basically California, and now I have 10 people there watching. Thank you so much. Let's go to 10 likes, only 1 away. And it's always the same in those states, not only in in Arizona, also in California, in Washington, in all of those states, because they're actually the West states. They usually take so long. Just here sharing on Twitter, the results are coming now, basically in the next the next minute, and now it's officially what I'm saying. It's 10:59 still waiting. Just go 4 a.m. for me. This will be 11 p.m. Will be what 8 p.m. in Arizona. Just here waiting a bit, and the results were coming pretty fast. You know, election day will now it's 11 p.m. Eastern. 11 p.m. Eastern time, the votes are coming in Arizona. At least in the next few seconds, I expect to come in the next seconds. So let's go, guys. Subscribe, leave a like there, and yeah, now we're still waiting for votes. No, nothing happens. Nothing happens here. Yeah, nothing. Nothing happens. Ooh, God. People were waiting. We're waiting a lot, and actually, we don't have anything here. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go, because this is taking so long. I don't know why. It takes so long. It's crazy. Let's go here, actually, to decision desk. They're still at 0. Let's go to the official website. Official Arizona website, actually. They don't have the links in the Pima County's official website, actually. So here they're still at 0. They're still at 0, actually. And here they're still at 0 maybe as well. Elections.maricopa.gov. And now they actually have votes. Look at this. They actually have votes. Wait a minute. So in Maricopa County, right now, in the top ballot, there'll be Republican. Where is that? Oh, God. So many races. Democratic, Republican, the Republican district, Amish Shah is winning with 42%. This is crazy, guys. Look at this. Democrats, 45% turnout. That's huge, actually. 42% for Amish Shah, as you can see here in the Democratic 1st district. And if you go here, where is it? Top ballot. I mean, where is Rep Gov? I mean, where is that? Okay, Rep Governor Andy Biggs is getting 69.6%. Turnout is not very high, it's only 29%. As you can see here, Andy Biggs is getting 69.60% in Maricopa County. Now we just got the votes here. So we got the first before the New York Times. 39% of the votes are already in, Maricopa County. 70% for Andy Biggs. That's crazy. And in the Secretary of State right now, where is that? Right now, okay. This is very interesting. 59-41. So we should expect Alexander Collin to win the race overall, because these are the early votes from Maricopa County, 229,000 actually. And the fact that he's already winning, that can mean a lot. And probably he will win by 20 plus points. At least that's my expectation right now. If this continues, probably it will be even larger than that, because the election vote are probably where he will shine. And right now we don't have those votes as well. In the first, as you can see here, Mark Lamb is already winning here, endorsed by President Trump as well. And as you can see here, a more Trumpy candidate here in the 5th, and we should expect him to win, at least right now. If he's already winning, I mean, if any Trump candidate is already winning right now, we should expect it to expand. And Chris James was a nonprofit CEO. Elizabeth Lee, a nurse. I mean, this district will real Republican. I don't care about the Democratic primary here. In terms of the school superintendent right now, the turnout is pretty evenly split. Look at it, 241,000 to 218,000. It's very evenly split. Republicans are leading just by a small margin. And here, as you can see here, the Amish Shah is winning here. And we got also Marlene Gallen Woods targeting by the House Democrats official campaign arm. So, I mean, we see here a more progressive winning the district right now, and we should expect this margin to actually increase a bit. The election vote usually is better for progressives. 49% for Jay Philly. This will be a very competitive district as well. Look at this turnout. Is the Democrats are doing poor than the Republicans in terms of turnout, and these should be competitive primaries for both parties actually. And now Andy Biggs wins the Republican primary. Nobody expected this. Everybody expected this, to be honest. So I don't really care about the projection, because nobody expected a different result. And let me just go here. So where is that in terms of the other races? So Attorney General going by. Maybe we have here some info about this race. Actually, we don't. I don't really know this candidates. Maybe you can help me there in the live chat. And in the state senate races and state house, as you can see here, we see some competitive races like this one, for example. A writing barely losing the race, only 2% of the vote though. And yeah, nothing there. We also got Pinal County. I mean, you should expect Bigs to do even better. 77% right now in Pinal County. And that's big. That's big. And I thought he would get 60% plus, but not 70. 70, it's huge. It's really huge. Let me just open here. Where is that? Maybe I can just reload this website, guys. Yeah, guys, we have 9 people there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Join our Discord as well. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, you know, the usual stuff. And yeah, Andy Biggs won this. I mean, nobody expected otherwise, and Andy Biggs is probably is going to win another election there. Even though we don't have anything in the official website, that really sucks. And in terms of Pima County official website, we don't have anything here, so I don't know why they don't have it here. They could at least open the page. I mean, it's not very hard to do that. And yeah, in the Arizona governor, 39% right now. The Democratic side, we don't know. Maybe we can check the Democratic side to check good turnout in a primary that doesn't have 228,000 votes for it. It's an uncontested, but turnout is higher percentage wise. 34% in Democratic side, and in Republican side is 29%. So of course this is only in Maricopa County, by the way, but still. This is big. I mean, the Democrats are outvoting Republicans in Maricopa County in terms of turnout, even though they don't have really a race because it's uncontested. That's not so bad. That's actually very, very good. If you are a Democrat, you should be happy with that. And yeah, you're still waiting now. I cannot project the first one, to be honest, because it's only 10 points. We'll see whether Moreland, Gallon Woods can actually do better in the election vote. We're still waiting to get the split because this will take a while. What, 19,000 votes? So she needs to win, what, by 30 or 40 points? I think it's not possible. Yeah, I don't think it's possible, to be honest. And I mean, Jay Feely was Trump endorsee, so he will do better. He will get 50% plus. I'm not even joking with you guys, because the votes that are remaining are the more Trumpy votes. And I mean, he played for the Arizona Cardinals. That's interesting as well. But he was endorsed by President Trump, so he will win the primary there with 50% plus 1 vote at least. So we just got votes. We got Yavapai County, a very Republican county. Right now, the margin actually narrowed a bit. It's interesting. How is he doing worse in Yavapai than in Maricopa? Maricopa, usually it's a more establishment county. Also, Pima. He will lose Pima, at least if this continues like that. But still, I mean, of course, he will expand the margin as soon as we have more votes from all of the other communities. But he's so interesting. I mean, Trump's candidate here, or President Trump's more similar candidates, Alexandra Collin, and Gina Swoboda is a former chairwoman of the Republican Party in Arizona, and actually she's losing right now with 17 points. It's not even competitive. Okay, right now 77% for Biggs in Yavapai. We also got Coconino County, which is Flagstaff, College Town here, 70% for Biggs, 70% also in Cochise County. So I mean, now also all the way getting 70% plus 1 vote. It's really, really crazy right now what we're seeing. And I mean, it was expected at some point. I thought he would do slightly worse, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter here. And let me just check here the superintendent race, just to check turnout, because it could be important. So here, yeah, actually you don't have the rest of the votes here. But let's just open here Arizona's official website. Actually, if we have anything new, they're still at 0 for some reason. They don't have anything reported for some reason. And here in Pima counties, we don't have anything as well. And yeah, Lamb is winning with 13, 14, 10. So we cannot project anything here so far. This year trying to. So the 3rd district, we have right-teens. I don't know why. Why is that happening? So this is very democratic. Yeah, this is very democratic. This is the heart of the city of Phoenix. And right now we have Nicholas Glenn getting a right-teen candidate right now, getting 265 votes, 3% of the vote in. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't matter. He will lose that, so it doesn't really matter whether he gets 20 or 100 or like 200% of the vote there. It doesn't really matter there. Good evening from Montana, USA. Good evening to you as well. And yeah, I mean, good evening. Yeah, it's like what, 8 p.m. there? Yeah, it's good evening. Because usually when we start the elections, or it's like 6 p.m. Eastern, that'll be like what, 2 p.m. there, and yeah, it's like 3 p.m. Sorry, and now it's already 11 p.m. Eastern, so it's much later than what is usual when it comes to elections. But it's because Arizona takes a while. I mean, it takes a lot of time actually. And yeah, other people there, 9 likes. Let's go, guys. Let's go to 10 likes. I think that's very, very easy. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's 703. Let's go. Only 2 new subscribers. That will be great. That will be great if we can do that. Now we have 10 people watching and 10 likes. Fantastic. Let's go. Let's go. 13 now. 13 people there watching. Now we're getting more people. That's fantastic as well. Let's go. Let's go. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. We're going to be here until we have the early votes and also the election votes report. So at least for 50 minutes or an hour more. And then I want to sleep because it's already 4 a.m. for me, you know. And now we have 11 likes. Let's go. That's great. That's great. It's actually very, very great. And yeah, if you have any question about any race, if you want to know any race, you can tell me there, and I'll be very looking forward to showing you the race. And it is the way it is, guys. And now, yeah, 13 again, 13 people watching there. Maybe we're getting more people now. And the target for this live stream was 705 subscribers. Here, okay, now we just got votes. We got Pinal County. And 77% for Biggs. So Biggs is probably going to get like, what, 75%? He was endorsed by President Trump, so he will do better in the election vote. We're still waiting for Mojave, which is the biggest county for Republicans there. They get all the way 77%, 70% always in the election. Maybe we can show you here the presidency in 2024 to show you Mojave. Trump got 78% in Mojave County. It's one of the largest bubbles, as you can see here, in terms of margin. He got almost all the same margin as he got in Maricopa. If you know Maricopa, he only won by 3, and he won by 56 in Mojave. And, you know, you have 10 people there. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's so important that you do that. I'm just asking you because it's so important. We're only 297 away until 1,000 subscribers. And, you know, this is so important to help the channel. And, I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. It just helps a lot. And, yeah, don't forget to leave a like as well to show to YouTube that you're liking the live stream. Let's go to 15 there. Here, okay, now Lamb was projected to win in the 5th district. Let's go there. Where is that? Here. Okay, we just got votes from Pinal County. And he's probably doing better in Pinal. Actually, he is. I mean, that makes sense. Endorsed by President Trump, Pinal County is a much more Republican place than Maricopa. Actually, he's getting 70%. Probably he will get even larger percentage of the vote when it comes to the election vote. Probably he will get 60% plus. That's my expectation there. This is solidly Republican. That's what they say. How it was in 2024, just for comparison purposes. In 2024, this was where is that? Not finding it. 20 points. Yeah, this is solidly Republican. I mean, I'm not even thinking about the Democrats flipping that. So right now we already got 3% of the precincts reporting. I'm sorry, Yavapai. Okay, Yavapai is already Yavapai already has everything reporting. Report actually. Let's go here to Yavapai. Where is that? Governor here. Vote type. So okay, it's only the early votes. We're still waiting for the polling places to come in. Actually. So we cannot compare the percentage that is coming in the early vote and that's coming in the election days. Right now it's only the early votes coming in. So we're still waiting for more. But there were 83% of the, so 1.6% turnout. Yeah, turnout will not be very large. So we got Coconino and also Gila County, 71 and 76. So always bigger than 70%. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's so important that you do that. I mean, right now I got 4 votes in the poll, so 75%, 3 people voted that they want videos about Brazil's presidential election. So we'll see about that. I'll think about that as well. But yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's so important. I'll add there the So, as you can see here, have their target 703 out of 100. Of course, not 800 for today, but that's the next major goal. So in the first, okay, now right now I got an update here in the Secretary of State. Actually, he went down. He's doing poor. This is very weird. He's doing poor in the more Trumpy communities. I don't know why, because Alexander Kollodin is the more Trumpy candidate here, and I don't know why he's doing worse. It's very interesting, actually. And this is already done deal. The superintendent primary, just to check in terms of the turnout, 252 to 229. The Democrats are competing, even though they're losing. Like, they're winning in Coconino. Actually, they're winning there. They're doubling the vote because that's Flagstaff. Usually, it's a Democratic county, Jala County. They're basically getting shellacked there, but that's expected. We also got Cochise there. Cochise, and also La Paz 71, Cochise 70%, Navarro 74%, so yeah, he's getting now 71%. And now in the first district, Philly won there. I also said that was the case. I mean, because he's getting 49%, which is still waiting for the election vote to come in, and that will probably make him getting over 50% there. I would love to see them. I don't know anything about Brazilian politics. Yeah, I mean, I would say it's important in terms of worldwide because it's a very big country and actually has a lot of power. I mean, it has a lot of resources, a lot of importance in their politics. That's why I'm thinking about doing videos about that. Not a lot of videos because probably people here want to know more about the US and all of those, a lot of that stuff, because most of my subscribers are from the US, so I should give priority to that, also with the midterms. But I mean, I should have like 1 or 2 videos about Brazil's presidential election before the election, only before, the week before or so like end of September. And yeah, I think I will have time there to do some videos about Brazil's, and also have the live stream, as you know. And that will be a very big live stream, like 5 or 6 hours watching Brazil's election, because that usually takes a while. I know they have electronic voting machines, but they still take a while to count the votes, especially the one from like in Amazonas, in the more rural areas. That actually takes a while. So now, yeah, La Paz County 61% for Colin, but it's a very small county, and Cochise 54. I mean, I should expect Colin to do better in the election vote. At least that was what I said before. And where is that? Here. Okay, now we still the same thing here. Nothing new. Let's go here again to the official website. Where is that? Here. Okay, now we're still at 3%. Let me just update this thing. Maybe we got more votes. And hey guys, we're still at 703. That really sucks. I mean, I thought we could have more subscribers tonight, and we're still at 703. That's not very great. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It really helps a lot. Not only the channel to add more content, but also more quality in the content. And I think that really is easy for you. It doesn't cost, and it really helps. Okay, now we got the first election results from Pima. Looks like that. And actually, we got the first votes from Pima. So where is that? Federal. Yeah, I don't want a federal. I want state. So Democratic governor, 99.4. Okay, that doesn't matter. Where is Republican governor here? Where is Republican governor? That doesn't make any sense. Republican governor here. So NEB is getting 70%, even 70% in Pima County. That's Tucson. That was the best hope for the Democrats. I'm sorry, not for the Democrats, for the opponent of NEBs to get votes. And in terms of the 6, I mean, Joe Kiskomani is winning with 97%. That was expected. Where is the 6 here? No, this is not the 6. Where is that? And I'm trying to find that Democratic. Yeah, maybe not. It's not in Pima. I'm sorry. I was just messing up stuff. Voter turnout. Actually, we don't have here anything. I don't know. This was supposed to get like precinct results here, but actually we don't have anything there because we have 0% of precinct reporting. We only have the early vote right now. Have still 0% of the 265 precincts reporting. I don't know. So early none. That doesn't make any sense. But okay. I'm still waiting here to get the votes. Okay, now I got Pima here, 71% there, 65% of the vote. I have 59% of the vote there, 71%. In the Arizona 1st right now, 42-32. Yeah, Amisha is probably going to win this. We're still waiting for it to get actually 58,000 votes. Yeah, this is basically the early votes total, but number. Now we're waiting for the election vote to come in from Maricopa. Superintendent. I mean, this was not supposed to be competitive as well. The only race that it's still competitive, it's still the first one here, and also this one here. But this one I already project for Jay Feely to win because he will get over 50%, and here Emmy Shah is probably going to win as well. Now I got 704, guys. Thank you so much. I mean, it's not a very huge number, but still, thank you so much for that support there. At least make this live stream slightly better than what it was, because I mean, it was not so great, and I mean, only one subscribing. I would say these are not very consequential primaries because there are not a lot of competitive races, but still, I thought we could do better than that. And as you can see, all the races are projected. We're still waiting. Also, called in the Secretary of State. I mean, nothing unexpected there. And he should do better in the election day vote, so he should go over 60%, in my opinion, there, of course. So now 253 to 295. The Republicans keep doing better than the Democrats. That was expected as well. So here again to Pima, nothing new there. I don't know why this is still at 3%, and this doesn't make any sense as well. Let me just update this thing. Maybe it has more votes. Actually, it doesn't. And here in the Maricopa website, let me just update this thing, and we're still at the same. Actually, now we have 45% turnout, but the huge turnout on the Republican and Democratic side, I mean, it's crazy. If you compare here, I mean, for example, it's a district that has both, like the 8th? No, actually, and the 2nd. Look here, I mean, the Democratic states, Republican state representative, I'm sorry, district second, the 2nd district are getting 35% turnout, and the Republican, if I can find it here, of course, where is that? Republican, let me just, okay, actually I'm not finding it, doesn't matter. And yeah, still waiting for votes there. And now you have what, 11 people watching. Thank you so much for all the support. Don't forget to, if you want to get any new if you want to know any election result, you can ask me there in the comments or in the live chat. Actually, I'll be very happy to answer you about that, to show you the result, the current result, and I'll just show you there. This is my video about the Senate. You can check there after this live stream, because they'll be very, very important. Actually, it's a very interesting video, I would say. And yeah, guys, don't forget, if you want to send me a super chat, that also helps a lot. It really does. I mean, you don't know how much it does help that, but if you can do that, you can also subscribe, and that really helps as well. You can also use my PayPal link if you don't want to use a super chat, because YouTube takes a cut off 30%. So maybe it's better to use my PayPal link. You can send it to like friends and family, and that really doesn't have a fee. You can use my link there in the description down below if you want, of course, to help the channel even more. It is not mandatory, of course. If you can subscribe, that really helps as well. So right now here, we're still at 70% Bigs right now, 71 still. Mojave, look at it, 77% Mojave. I think it's the largest percentage for him right now. Let me just go here in terms of the leader percentage. Yeah, Mojave is the largest. Not by much, though. I thought it would be bigger, and probably will be bigger when we have the election vote, actually. But it is the way it is right now. We're still waiting here for votes. So 67% in Mojave reported. Maybe we can go here to the official website. I mean, this is still at the same point. I don't know why this is still at 3% reported. Pima is still at the same, I think. Yeah, still 0% of the precinct reported. And here they didn't add Pima County for some reason. Still waiting for that to come. And yeah, guys, we're still at 704 now. If you want to get and subscribe to the channel, it helps a lot. And we're still waiting for votes. We got like 51% of the vote there. Actually, we got more, because we're still waiting for them to update Pima County. In decision, that's, they say 62%. And we're still waiting for what? We're still waiting for Yuma, which is also very Republican. La Paz. It was not very Republican in 2016, for example. Hillary Clinton did very well here in Yuma County, but now with all Latino shifts, this is next to the Mexican border. As you can see here, city of Yuma, it's also expanded a lot. Now it's much more Republican. It voted like what, 20 points in 2024. Maybe I can try to confirm that, but I think it voted 20 points. Yeah, 21 points. So I mean, nothing unexpected there as well. But yeah, guys, let's go. Let's subscribe to the channel, leave a like as well. That helps a lot, as I said multiple times, because it does really help a lot. you know, for us to be monetized on YouTube, we need of course 1,000 subscribers. You know, I mean, it really sucks a bit, but it is the way it is. There's nothing we can do about that. YouTube could potentially make it easier, but I mean, I understand their part as well. I'm just here trying to do something. Where's that? And yeah, if you have any questions, free to ask as well. And you're still waiting here for votes. I don't know why they didn't add. For some reason, they didn't add Maricopa County. I'm sorry, Pima County. We're still waiting for that to come in here, which is really, really stupid. But yeah, really, it's really stupid. I don't know. Why they didn't add Pima County there, which is Tucson, as you know. So let's go here to the official website. Maybe they have something there. Actually, they're still at 3%. Pima, they're still at 0. Maricopa, they're still at the same point. Yeah, the last update was at 8 p.m. That was the first batch. So turnout right now at 19.60%. That's not very big, actually. I thought it could be higher. And in terms of the early votes, we got what, 803,000. That was the early vote right now. And right now we're at what? We're at 250 plus 295, so we're at 595,000. We're still waiting for more to come in. But because they didn't add Pima. When they have Pima, like, we could be at 650 out of 800 in terms of the early votes. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's very, very important that you do that. And if you want to send me a super chat, I'll be very, very happy if you can do that. If you can do that as well. And as you can see here, Andy Big's getting 71%. That was expected, nothing new there. And yeah, 10 people there watching, not so bad. Why didn't you add Pima? I'm still waiting for the New York Times to add Pima. That's really, really stupid. I'm still waiting for that. Still waiting also for Santa Cruz, but that's a very small county. We also got Graham at 76% there. And yeah, maybe they have here the breakdown. They don't have it, but it doesn't matter because the state website has a breakdown, so we don't need to use the decision desk actually to give us that. And the breakdown right now is like this. Only early votes. At least here, of course, we don't have only this votes, but in terms of the vote type we have right now, we got more. No, actually, we didn't. It's only the early ballots, as you can see here. Okay, they finally added Pima, and now we're at 59% of the vote there. And we're at 369. Actually, can go here just to confirm. So 369 plus what? 100,000 there? Yeah, maybe. Shea is still winning by 10. But Pima turnout wise in terms of the Democrats did much better. Of course, Pima is a Democratic county. I'm sorry, yeah, a Democratic county because the city of Tucson, 11 people there. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's so important that you do all of that. It's really so important. And you know, it doesn't cost you anything. It just helps a lot. And now we're waiting for votes. And there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. This takes a while. This really takes a while. And I'm just here trying. We also have mayor elections in Chandler, in Arizona right now. The Democrats are winning by 21 points, and Kamala won this by 4 points, even though this will actually become even more Republican because of the election day vote. So maybe it will be like 15 points Democratic, so 11-point shift for the Democrats there. Even though mayor elections are different sometimes. Sometimes we cannot judge by that. And yeah, nothing there. Nothing new there. We still have results tomorrow in Arizona, also the day after tomorrow, because, you know, like California, they have the late mail-in ballots arriving, but that won't change anything because right now, from what we can tell, is that the votes are pretty much decided. Every race is pretty much decided. Apart from that race in Arizona first, we're still waiting for the projection in the Democratic side. Even though I already said that Shah is probably gonna win. If he expands the margin, which probably he will, and more election day votes come in, maybe it will be even worse there. So this will be a flip in the mayor office in Chandler. Actually, it'll be a flip there. Even though, I mean, Kamala won this town in 2024. Even though it will be a flip in terms of the in terms of the mayor election there. Now we got votes. Actually, we didn't. I don't know why this changed a bit, but yeah, it's not still nothing there. And here we're still at 3%, which is pretty crazy. I don't know why they didn't add more votes here. Yeah, they're still at 3%. Here in Pima, they're still at 0. Nothing new there. And here in Maricopa, they're still at the same. Then mayoral candidates of medium-sized towns like Chandler and have it, the usual talking points. Mayor can do anything about abortion, and they can fight against Trump. Yeah, that's true. That's what I said. Sometimes you cannot like take a lot of. We need to take that information with a grain of salt because it's different. I mean, mayoral elections are not the same as federal elections, so or state elections. We should be really focused on what matters, and it's not the mayoral election that will define anything, to be honest. And even though Democrats got like a 10-point shift in that particular race, which probably will be the case versus 2024, that doesn't mean the Democrats will get a D plus 10 shift overall. Even though in Arizona, it might be possible to get a D plus 8 or something like that. I'm not even saying that's impossible. That's not impossible, but I'm just saying we cannot say anything about, and we cannot say that because of the mayoral result. But yeah, guys, let's go. Only one away until 705. Let's go to 705. I think we can do that. I think we can certainly do that. And it's not really that hard. And yeah, six people there. Just waiting for votes here. Now we got more votes. We got Yuma County finally 74% for Andy Biggs. And also we got what? We got we already got that La Paz 71. And nothing new there. Yeah, we're still waiting for Apache, Greenlee, and also Santa Cruz there. And we're still waiting for the election vote to come in. And now it's already 11:30. It's 4:30 for me. It's a big time here. And now we got more votes here. We got more votes. Finally, we got more votes, actually. Turnout is slightly big now. We got 100,000 here. And in terms of vote type, it's only early voting. So we don't know the split. We don't know the split. That'll be very important, but we don't know the split right now. So here in terms of the Secretary of State primary, right now, yeah, 17 points. Actually, he's doing better in Pima. That's very weird. The Republican, more typey, more Trumpy candidate here, he's actually doing better in Pima. It's a Democratic county. I mean, that probably should be more establishment. And here right now, in terms of the Republican primary for school superintendent, that's what I saw right now. Tom Horn, incumbent, he's losing. What can you do to lose a superintendent primary for school superintendent? I mean, that's crazy. How is he losing that right now by 9 points? Should expect to see whether he will do better in the election vote or not. Because sometimes right now it seems that Kimberly Yee is doing better in Maricopa than the more Trump candidates. He's doing better, so maybe he'll do better in the election vote. Maybe. Of course, no guarantee of that happening. Pima got 47 and here got what? We don't have Pima here. That's why turnout seems to be down. It seems to be down a lot, but we don't have a Pima County here in the Democratic side. Should expect that to flip a bit. And yeah, 9 people there. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll say it again because it's so important. And yeah, and also to support me because it's already 4:30 for me, 4:30 a.m. And I'm still here. And I'll be here until we have everything in. Not everything in because there are some boats that we won't have it today, so I won't be waiting for those to come in. I only will be waiting for the election day vote to come in, and also the remaining early voting Santa Cruz, Apache, and Grinley. So here to Pima. Pima we're still at 0. Here in Maricopa, I don't know, this takes so long to actually to update this thing. We're still, the last update was at 8 p.m, so it's nothing new there. And here in this, let me just update that. Okay, we got a lot of updates. Look at this. Now we got 740,000 ballots cast, so most of the early vote is already in. At least I suspect that. And we're still at 0 in terms of the polling place, but in terms of here, in terms of the precincts reported, we have only Yavapai reporting, actually. And in terms of the last report, as you can see here, Apache, we still don't have anything in, as you can see here. Also in Graham, Greenlee, La Paz. So we've got all of Maricopa, actually, but we don't have anything from election day votes, so that's the way it is. So the Greens primary is getting 258 votes, and look at this, secretary, where is that? The Greens 241. That's really crazy. Here we don't have the vote type. It's only early votes, so we'll have to wait. But right now we have already 3% of the precincts reported. We have 740,000 votes already reported. So turnout will be like at 25% or so. And yeah. Guys, if you have any question about any specific race that you want to check, any congressional race, if you want to check any primary like governor, secretary of state, or anything like that, you can tell me, and I'll be very happy to show you. By the way, speaking of Brazil right now, I'm seeing here a model on Twitter that says that Lula is at 44% and Flavio Bolsonaro is at 36%, but that doesn't mean anything so far because it's still very early and we don't have a campaign, all of that stuff. And even if Lula wins the first round, that doesn't mean he will win the second because, as you know, in 2022 it was very close because Lula got 48% in the first round and in the second only got 51, and Bolsonaro went from 43 to 49. So actually, in the first round, we should expect Lula to win, ultimately, because we have more right-wing candidates like Bolsonaro, Renan Santos, Ronaldo Caiado, and Romeu Zema. Very right-wing candidates. Like, we got like 4 or 5 of those, and only Lula is the only, or at least the major left-wing candidate there. So we should expect him to concentrate most of the votes. Most of the left-wing votes, of course. And yeah, 400,000 right now, here in the Republican side. Let me just update this thing again. So now we got more votes now. We're at 776,000. In terms of the vote type, still only early votes, nothing out of the polling places. Maybe we got some votes from where? From actually from Apache County now. They're still waiting to report Graham, Greenlee, and turnout seems to be higher in Gila County, 26%. So turnout will surpass 30% here and also 30% in Yavapai, maybe 35 or more. It's so crazy for right now. NAB is getting 266,000, and the uncontested primary in the Democratic side is getting 367,000. It's really crazy, actually, to go there. Let me just check here if we actually have something. No, this is the Orlando result that I was showing you. Look at this, 61-39. So nothing. Nothing there. Nothing new. Maybe we have something new from there. Let's go here to Volt. Maybe they have here. Where is the name? Chandler. Where is the name? Chandler. Yeah, I think I wrote it correctly. Where is that? Okay, here. So let's just go there. Oh god, here. So right now I have 60, still 60. Why is Jeff Winger leading in Polymark? It doesn't make any sense. What is happening there? How can he be leading? How is Jeff leading that? Matt Orlando is going to win that. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, okay, this is the way it is, but maybe it's because of low liquidity. Yeah, maybe if you go there, maybe it's because of low liquidity. That's why he's lit. That's why Jeff Winninger is winning right now. In poly market at least, because he won't win. I mean, this is not a very small town actually, 29,000 votes, so it's not a very small town. I thought it was smaller, but as you can see here, we're still waiting for the election vote to come in, and that will be very great for Jeff Winninger, even though it won't be enough to flip that, at least in my opinion. I mean, I can project that race, to be honest. It is game over. And yeah, still waiting for the election vote to come in. Still waiting for that. It's really sad. It took a lot of time to report the election vote. And now we got 819,000, got more votes now. Still the same precinct results, but we got more. I don't know from where. Maybe we can go here, vote type. We're still at zero votes from the polling places. But now turnout is at 19%. Ballots cast at 819,000. As you can see here, in terms of the early vote, up until Saturday or Sunday was like 800,000. So right now we're already at 819,000. We got more votes yesterday and also 2 days ago. And as you can see here, right now we're still waiting for Santa Cruz. It's a very small county. Also, Grand Greenly La Paz to report. Then only the election vote is missing. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. We'll say it again because it's so important. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's so important that you do that. And yeah, ultimately, I think in Arizona primary Arizona governor race in 2026, I think the Democrats will win that by a substantial margin, at least by 5 to 10 points, I would say. And I mean, maybe that will be the case, or at least my opinion. And yet next year we'll also have elections in France, also in Spain, you know. And now we'll also got Apache, and we're still waiting for Greenlee and Santa Cruz to come in, but now we got Apache, 72%. I mean, it's really crazy. And I don't think we got any of the, yeah, we didn't get any of the election vote. Here, 5941, but it's a very small county, doesn't impact a lot. Here now 369 to 399, so the Democrats are basically even right now in terms of turnout, which is not so great, because considering Democrats got much less competitive races, and here's only 8 points, so we'll see about that. Maybe when we have the election day vote, that will change. Let me just update this thing. So 819, let's go here just to check if we have more votes now. And we are at 820,000 because we got Apache. I'm sorry, I think it's Apache County. Yes, actually we got 6,000. So we got Greenlee actually. We're still waiting for. We also got precincts report. Maybe we got we got some polling place numbers. Look at this. Let me just now go here and actually check what's happening. So we got 67 votes, and right now Andy Biggs is getting 72%. So this will be interesting to check where we got the. I think it was from Greenlee, to be honest. Where is that? Where can we check that? Vote type, details. I mean, I think it's from Greenlee. And Greenlee right now. Yeah, we cannot compare the exact split. That really sucks, to be honest. And here in the Democratic side, I mean, 27. Okay, the Republicans are really outpacing the Democrats right now in terms of the election vote. Of course, that doesn't mean anything, but it's still very interesting here. Let me just go here actually. So our election day. So right now, election day, we have what? 48 votes in the Democratic side. Republican side, we have, I'm sorry, 27 votes in the Democratic side. And in the Republican side, we have what? 48 plus 7 plus 8.4, which is 67, as it says. So right now, we have what? 94 votes, and the Democrats are getting 29%. The Republicans are getting right now 72%, 71%. So this is a split right now in terms of the election vote right now. Of course, that doesn't mean anything. Right now we have to wait for that, but let me just here and check the early votes just to compare both splits. So in the early votes, we got what? We got 384, 984, and here we got 284 and 62. Okay, I'm just here doing the math. So we got 51 for Republicans and 49 for the Democrats. So maybe I'll show you this just for you to actually check what's happening. So this is right now the split. Again, this is very, very preliminary here, at least. Here, this is very preliminary. I would say this like this because this is very preliminary. But as you can see here, we got right now 783,000 in terms of the early. It's Apache, like that. Apache County. It's like Mojave County, Apache County. Yeah, I know it's a native tribe. I know that. Yeah, most of Arizona's county names are from native tribes. Also, I think Coconino is also one of them, maybe. Yeah, as you can see, part of several Native American reservations. Also have Navajo County. I think it's Navajo because the J in Spanish means it's like an R. It's like Navajo. I think it's like you pronounce that. And yeah, I mean, also you have a lot of counties there. Look at this. Yeah, they have here the description of the New York Times. Actually, great. Let me just go here again just to check if we actually have something new there. Navajo. Yeah, that's what I said. Navajo. So now we got, yeah, so we still have 820,000 there. You know, there's some counties that are really, really hard to pronounce. I mean, there's really different. So Navajo. I don't know. I don't care. It's not really important. I mean, when you're talking about Arizona, you only need to focus on Maricopa County. It's only the state that the county that's very important. I mean, 60% plus. And if you're talking about Pima County and Maricopa, it's like what, 70% or 80% of the population. I mean, it's really big, and you only need to talk about Maricopa and Pima, and then the rest of the counties are not really they're not important if that's a close race, but I mean in terms of the swing of the state, those are the two biggest, Pima and Maricopa. And right now, in terms of the votes rate, 241 plus, so like it's 300,000 or 399. So in the Republican side, is 75% of the vote is coming from Maricopa and from Pima. In the Democratic side, it's probably larger than that. Yeah, it's 300 out of 369,000. So it's even larger. Guys, we have 8 people there watching. Still, it's almost midnight for you. For me, it's like 5 a.m. And yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Really to show you support. It doesn't cost you anything. It really helps, and it is the way it is. Let me just update this thing if we actually have something new there. Now we're still at the same. And here, we're still at the same, probably. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, still from 8 p.m. Nothing new out of the election day right now in Arizona. We got another Maricopa. And we got votes in Greenlee County there. 75 for NDB, also a very small county. We got the election day votes from which county? Let me go here. So I think it was from Greenlee, exactly. We got 5 precincts out of 6 precincts there. So Greenlee right now, 209, 228 to 26, 75. Yeah, maybe we'll get 76 there. Yeah, I thought we could get only 705 subscribers. I think that's really possible, to be honest. I thought that was possible. And yeah, we're still waiting. I'll still be here until like what 6 a.m. for me, so 1 a.m. for you, Eastern. Maybe like what 1 a.m. Eastern is what 10 p.m. Arizona. Yeah, 10 p.m. Arizona. So maybe I'll be here until 10 p.m. Arizona time, and maybe 58.42 right now. 79.21. Still nothing new. Still nothing. We're still waiting. I'll still have here the Excel open, so maybe we're waiting for votes, but maybe I can change the tab again because there's no new votes there. Okay, we're still at 820,000. And as I was mentioning, the counties that are named after Native American tribes, and also not only that, but also Native American stuff. It's actually very hard to pronounce some of the counties. At least, I mean, you also have that one in Ohio in Colorado. I'll not pronounce the name. Arapahoe County. Arapahoe County. I think it's Arapahoe County in Colorado that we got a lot of discussion in the Colorado primaries last 2 weeks ago or so because it's not a tribe, not a Native American tribe. So I mean, I respect those people a lot, but sometimes it's really hard for me to pronounce names. I think most Arapahoe County residents don't actually know how to pronounce it. I mean, I don't know to be honest, but we got a lot of discussion there because of how to pronounce it, and I was not pronouncing it correctly. I know that, but it is the way it is, and I tried after that to actually understand it better, to pronounce it. And yeah, let me just update this thing again. Again, waiting for votes here, still nothing new. It's crazy, nothing new there. I think I will do a quick break, maybe 12 likes now. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. I will do a quick break, and now when I'm back, maybe next like 5 or 7 minutes, I just want to reach a 705. Maybe when I'm back, maybe I'll be able to reach that. So yeah, maybe. Let me just update these things. See, 820,000. I'll leave the page open here with results, so we don't need to do anything. And that's the way it is. I'll be back very, very soon. So guys, I'm back again, and let me just take this out. Okay, let me just read your comments now. I won like $400 on marks, by the way. I put down money when he was the way down because you went for it really good evidence that he would win. Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, I said that because of all the things I was watching during the live stream, and yeah, I said that Marks would probably win, and Marks won. But I mean, I don't really care if he won or not. I'm just scared because I just scared because I was correct at that point, and yeah, that was a good a good trade there. But yeah, don't gamble. Yeah, never. Only with amounts that you can afford to lose. That's very important. I mean, don't ever gamble something that you cannot afford to lose. That's the lesson there. If you can gamble like when we $10 or $20, if you can lose that, it's okay. But if you cannot lose that, don't gamble. It's not a get rich quick scheme there. St. Goat trophy for 1,000 jewels. What is the point of Schweikert running if he can only muster 16%? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, because of the fundraising, the money, I don't know. Ask every big losing candidate ever. Some people writing high profile race to put their name out there. Yeah, it's also true. Can we now say that Arizona was on the blue side of is on the blue side of purple? For this midterm, yeah. For this midterm, yeah. For the future, I don't know. 14 people now watching, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Only one away. Let's go. Only one away until 705. I mean, it's not really difficult, and it really helps a lot. I mean, a lot, really a lot. And yeah, that's the way it is. Let's go here again to this thing, which still at the same point. I actually got some votes. I don't know where. Maybe we can check that out. Now we're at 831,000, so we're at more. We got like 11,000 more, so yeah, let me just update this thing. So now we have more votes in the polling place as well. Let me just now, and I just update this thing. So okay, like this, and here we got this. I think we got Pima. I think it was in Pima that we got votes, because right now Democrats are leading the election vote by a substantial margin. Let me just update the elevator thing, then I can show you exactly what I mean. Wait a minute now. And let me just do this thing here and now, and then I will show you exactly what I mean. I'm just trying here to do that thing. Okay, wait a minute there. And wait a minute there. D and here R. So right now, I know what's happening here. Wait a minute. And here, oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, now I can show you exactly what I was doing. So right now, this is in terms of the total number of votes right now are like this. So election day, we got 5,000 votes election day. We got 786,000 early votes. So the Republicans are winning by 2 points the early votes right now. And the Democrats are winning the election today right now by close to 39 points. So this is very preliminary. I just want to show you that. I just want to tell you that. But it's really very preliminary. That early vote, that election vote should be from Pima. At least that's my expectation, considering the percentage. Maybe we can show. I don't know if it is from Pima or not, because we don't know that. Actually, we can know that. It was Santa Cruz is all the way in. Actually, it was not from Pima. It was from Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is very democratic. Yeah, that might be from Santa Cruz County. That's why it's like that. But let me just now take that one out and come back to the, where is that? Here. Okay, I'm back. Now you have what? 10 people watching. Let's go to 15 likes. I think we can do that. Let's go to 705. I will say it again. It's not very difficult. It's very, very easy. We have like what, 10 people watching. We just need one person actually from those 10 to subscribe, and we're good to go. We just got more votes here. Yeah, but this split is, man, it's crazy. 30,000 votes there. Here now, 58.2. And in the school superintendent, this is still competitive right now. Yeah, how it's happening here in the... Okay, let's go to that race, because just to check, where is that? Secretary of State here. Vote type. So right now, Alexander Colden is doing better in the polling place right now. So he's doing better there. In the school superintendent... not here, I don't care about this, to be honest, here. So Tom Horn is winning so far. But yeah, I don't think it's by enough margin. But he's winning, so the percentage might shrink. This might be a competitive race here. I will just do it like that because it's might competitive right now. It might be, if this stays, it might be competitive. I'm not sure if this will flip. I'm just saying this can be competitive when everything's said and done there. And I need to bring more water because yeah, I'm talking here for what, 2 hours right now, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah. So he will probably flip. I mean, Tom Horn, Pima, maybe. Also flipping Mojave. The problem is Maricopa County because it's the largest, 12 points there. He's losing 30,000 votes there. It's basically the margin because without Maricopa, he would probably be winning right now, or at least very close to this. Now he just got more votes there. 831. Let me just update this thing there as well. It takes a while. And result is the same. So I'll do another break because there's nothing I can tell right now. I'm gonna head to bed. Have a good night, and as usual, thanks for the analysis. Thank you so much for that comment. And yeah, have a good night. And yeah, I hope to have my night after this. But yeah, good morning for you actually. Yeah, it's good morning. I mean, it's 5 a.m. 5 a.m. for me, so it's good morning. And then when I finish this, I'll go cycling a bit. So yeah, and then I'll probably sleep like by 9 a.m. or so. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If I have your support, that's everything that I need. But yeah, have a good night, dear. Right now we have 6 people that voted that they want Brazil's election to be covered in the channel, and 40%, so 4 people said that they don't want to. But it is the way it is. I mean, right now we have a majority, so it is. Okay, so right now I'm just updating this thing, and then otherwise I'll do a break again for 7 minutes until midnight 15. And that will be the way it is. So I'll leave here the page open. If you want to check the results, I'll leave this one open, and I'll be back by midnight 15. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll say it again. Let's go, guys. Only 1 subscriber left until 705, so very easy. Don't forget to do that. It's very, very easy, and it really helps a lot. So guys, I'm back again. As you know, I have 14 likes. It's fantastic. If you guys subscribe. And we're still at the same point. I mean, it's taking a bit of time. But I'll still be here, so it is the way it is, but this is taking a bit of time there. I think we got slightly more votes. Yeah, actually we got slightly more votes, but it's like not even 200 votes. It doesn't really matter. And in Maricopa, let me just update this thing here in Maricopa to actually know if we have something new there. But we don't, still only 8 p.m. The last report there. I mean, if we still have people and if we still have support and if we maybe can reach the 705 subscribers, I will still be here until we have the remaining votes. But if that doesn't happen, maybe there's no point on me being here. But if you guys support the channel there, you can send me a super chat as well. I mean, that really helps. And maybe you also here until we have more votes, because otherwise, I mean, only 404,000. I'll do maybe a big break of like 20 minutes or so. But yeah, maybe that's best. That's the best option here. Also in Chandler, we got another update, I think. Let's just go there again. Chandler mayoral. Where is that? Chandler mayoral is this one here. So actually here we didn't get a new update, but Jeff Windinger is still winning right now in Tolly Market. That's crazy. Let me just go here to vote up. Wait a minute there. So where is that? I think we got a new update. Yeah, actually we didn't. For some reason. But yeah, still very weird. Taking a bit of time to get votes from Maricopa County. Maricopa County is still standing at the same point that we got like 2 hours ago or so. Not 2 hours ago, but actually an hour ago. So I'll do another break. I'll be back by midnight 35, and when it happens, I'll be back here with more results. I'll leave the page open so you don't need to do anything to actually check the new votes. So guys, I'm back as I promised, and right now I have 406,000 votes there, and also we have 15 likes. That's great. And let me just check here the new votes we got. We still at 0 precincts reported in Pima County. In Maricopa, we still at the same, and in the whole state now we got like 4,000 votes. Let me just do the update here. We just got slightly more here. Let's just go vote type. Yeah, but not a lot of votes, so not a lot of votes, I can tell that. And now the Republicans are leading the election vote again, which is great there for them, of course. As you can see here, then I'll update you again. Look at this. So Republicans are now leading the election vote by around 6.4 points. They're leading the early vote by 2 points. And in terms of the election, we got 9,000 votes. The early vote, we got close to 800,000. In terms of the split, the overall split, the Republicans are now leading with 50. Maybe I can just do it like this. So they're getting now 50.98%, and the Democrats are getting 49.02% there. So that's how it is right now. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll say it again. It's so important that you do that. And it is really important that you do that. It really helps a lot, you know. And I'll still be here for at least an hour or so, as I said before. And that's the way it is. Maybe you can check it here where the votes came in, the precincts came in. So we're at 3 out of 11 in La Paz. We have 14 in Mojave County. That's why now 29% of the precincts reported. We're still at 0 in Pima and 0 in Maricopa, and they're like most of the votes are coming from those two places. Okay, now here it's still the same thing. Actually, it improved by 0.1 point for Alexander Kaladin, and here in this race, okay, it's now just shrunk by 0.2, but we'll see about that. The margin will probably narrow as soon as more votes come in. Maybe we can check that split. Yeah, actually, where is that? Here. So he keeps leading, but by how much? That's very important actually to check. Just trying here to check. So that's 4,000. So Tom Horn is getting 55%, so 10 points win. I mean, again, if this stays, it's not enough. Maybe he will be enough to narrow to 4 points or so, but not enough to actually flip the race there. Yeah, not enough. And I think Any Beaks probably can reach 72% when everything is said and done, maybe. Right now, he is leading here. Let me just now come back here. Where is that? Something happened there. I'm just here. Okay, now we're back. Okay, we're back. Okay, but yeah, Show's waiting for the projection here in the first. I mean, we're still waiting for votes from Maricopa County. And that's really sad. I mean, now we have 706 subscribers. Thank you so much for the 2 new subscribers. I have 17 likes. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. 705 actually, or 706. I don't know. 706, I think. Yeah, 706. Thank you so much for the 2 new subscribers. That's amazing. Let me just update that thing. And yeah, I think we're at least 3 new today. And that's great. That's really great. And yeah, of course, more would be better, but still, it's really great to get all of this support. Right now, it's already close to 1 a.m. in New York, in Eastern time, and for me, it's close to 6 a.m., so you know how hard it is to be here. And yeah, I'll still be here, because this is really my passion. It's what I love to do, and I'll be here until I'll be doing these videos and these live streams until I'm basically dead. That's my hope there. I won't be finishing the channel anytime soon, even if we may not achieve 1,000 subscribers this year. I'll still be here. I'll still be here for the midterms. I'll still be here for many other elections. Now we have 18 likes. I don't know. We have 8 people there, and it's like close to midnight 40 right now. Let me just update this thing again to check if we actually have something new there. Maybe we don't. Doesn't matter. I'll still be just. Actually, we got something. Let me just update this one out, because we got something. We got more votes now. Not here. I don't care about the Greens. I mean, where is the Republicans? It's here. Okay. We got more votes, I think. And yeah, we got more votes. Let me just update this one out here. So 4,783 here, and we got more election day vote. And now we got, okay, now I can show you exactly what I mean. So let me just go back here. So as you can see here, in terms of the current vote, we got 12,000 election day votes, so it's like 3,000 more than we got before. And as you can see here, the Republicans are leading by 21 points. So this was what, 6 points previously? Now it's 21 points. And as you can see here in the overall split is now 51.10 to 48.9. So I think the Republicans can potentially win the whole thing, the whole turnout thing, but by like 4 points or so, or even larger than that. I'm not saying that's impossible because the early vote was not so bad for the Democrats. Actually, neither of the results here are bad for the Democrats. I think the margin will probably narrow here, percentage-wise, when we have the results from Maricopa, from Pima, but still, it's not so bad. Actually, this is very great, the results the Republicans are getting tonight. And as you can see, we got the votes. I don't know from where. Maybe you can check from where the votes came in. We got votes from Maricopa still at 0. So it was from, what, from Cochise? I think it was Cochise that we got the votes. Yeah, it's here. Look at this. 939 was from Cochise that we got the votes there. Yeah, we'll be waiting here for votes. And 10% of the person's report. Now we just got more votes again. We're 409,000. 293 here, still 293, so it's still the same thing there. So maybe here it shrunk here, maybe. Yeah, actually it's still the same thing. But yeah, now I'll be doing another break, you know. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. It's so important that you do all of that. But I'll be doing another break because there's nothing I can say right now. I'll be waiting for more info actually to tell you new things. And right now, also a very important thing here. Don't forget, we'll have a new video on Friday, so that's very important as well. If you want new video, and we'll have a new video. I don't know about, well, maybe about Michigan Senate because it's so important. Michigan Senate, also North Carolina. We don't have a video about North Carolina a long time ago, but we'll see. I'll see about that. Also, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll be back here in another like 18 minutes or so, or 15 minutes, maybe before that. We'll see. So guys, I'm back again, and yeah, I think we got some votes, some new votes. I don't know if it was from Maricopa, because Maricopa seems not to release anything, nor Pima, and Maricopa right now is still at 8 p.m., so nothing new from Maricopa County. It's really sad. And nothing new as well, at least here. Actually, we got some votes. Let me just update this thing, because we got some votes here. So Republican, so 7,141 plus. Okay, and now we got some votes, and the lead is bigger for the Republicans in the election. We got now 15,000 votes. The lead is 51.14% overall. We reached 800,000 votes finally, and as you can see here, it's now 22 points in the election vote for the Republicans. But still, I mean, not a huge lead, anyways. We're still waiting for most of the votes from Maricopa. I think we don't have anything from there. Yeah, as you can see here, Pima still at 0, Maricopa still at 0. Coconino now at 36% in. Yuma is basically done. Yavapai is mostly done. But I don't know, Santa Cruz is done. But I don't know what's happening to many other places like Maricopa. Why Maricopa is not getting anything so right now? And what's happening here again? Okay, it just became even smaller. Now it's 8 points. But still, we should expect Yuma. Yuma now is flipped, so we should expect Pima County to flip. Also Pinal now. Pinal is at 50.6. What it was before, maybe we can check that one out. Okay, let's go here if we actually had something from Pinal. Actually, no, we have 136% there. Yeah, guys, don't forget to join our Discord. I have the link there, because we'll have a lot of updates for the midterms there. It's very important that you do that, and it's very, very important. And it's really, really important that you do join our Discord, because we'll have a lot of updates from the early voting for the midterms, and yeah, that's really, really important. And don't forget to subscribe as well. I'll say it again. Here we just got, okay, here it's still the same thing. The first row still don't have anything here. The margin, it doesn't matter, to be honest. I will just close this one out. This will probably reach 60% when everything is done, but we're still waiting for votes. For some reason, nothing new there. Yeah, nothing new from Maricopa. Still, let me just update this one thing. So nothing there. Let's go to that Chandler. Yeah, maybe, okay, we don't have anything from Chandler, because of course he didn't get anything from Maricopa. So yeah, more than expected that comes. Still nothing. So there's nothing we can do. Still nothing new from Maricopa County, nothing new from Pima. And yeah, I'll say it again. So guys, if you want to help the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to send me a super chat if you want. That really helps a lot. And yeah, and I'll do another break, and I'll be back in 15 minutes from now. By 1 a.m., 1:20 a.m. So guys, I'm back again, and yeah, for some reason we don't have any votes, any new votes. It's really sad, I would say. We're still waiting here for more and more to come, and for some reason it's still at the same point. I mean, it's really crazy. It's already 1 a.m. Eastern. It's what, 10:15 p.m. Arizona, in Arizona right now, and I'll be here waiting until 6:30 for me, or 1:30 Eastern, or 10:30 Arizona. And if we don't have anything there, I mean, I will just wait. I will just finish the live stream. There's nothing I can do, to be honest, because this is really taking a lot of time. I mean, I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. It's really crazy. We're still waiting here for the votes, and yeah, we don't have anything. It's crazy. Yeah, this usually they take a lot of time, but still to. But the fact that they were still waiting for votes, and as you can see here, 411,000, and it's still at 67%, and but yeah, I mean, nothing new there. Yeah, we'll have to wait. Guys, I think I will wait just 10 minutes, and otherwise I will finish the live stream, because there's nothing we can do. I mean, this is crazy what's happening here. It's really crazy. The votes are not there. The election day votes that were supposed to be counted tonight, we don't have the votes right now. It's Maricopa. We got votes from Yuma, from all of the places, but not from Maricopa, not from Pima, the biggest counties, and that's why we cannot divine anything from all we have right now. It's really crazy. So yeah, I will end the live stream right now. Thank you so much for all the support. It was amazing. If you want to subscribe, so please do. But yeah, there's nothing I can do right now. We got a lot of votes, but still, we're waiting for the election voting, mainly Maricopa, mainly in Pima. I cannot wait for more, because it's already like 1:30 a.m. almost. It's close to 10:30 in Arizona. I barely have people right now watching, because it's really so late, and I'll have to end the live stream. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for all the support. It was amazing to have you guys here all the night. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like down below, and I'll be back here next week on Tuesday with the Primaries in South Dakota live stream. Also next Thursday in the United Kingdom with a great term in Chester mayoral by-election, or special election if you are from the US. And also we'll have videos on Friday and on Sunday. Until then, thank you so much, and bye bye.